I am Shiv Pal Singh. I had been in seeds service for around 38 years after completing my MSc Agriculture. And after retirement during 2021, I came back to my place at Kannur and started my journey in personal life. So, since I had been associated with the seeds and seed associated with the farmers, so I had been uh, thinking that let us put a platform where the poor farmers gets at least some relief which they are not getting because of their system. They are under the nature, and nature we get sometimes high temperature, low temperature, sometimes price variation, sometimes some other variation which is beyond his control. So after coming, settling to our town back, I started a small farmer producer company comprising the nearby people. And later on this month, I could get around 1100 farmers, which had helped me. And we made a company under the banner of Farmer Producer Company, which was the one of the uh, requirement or one of the uh, our Prime Minister wants to make some farmer producer company, so we were one of it and we compiled all the people and we started a farmer producer company. Then what we did it, we first gone to their farmers' villages and find out what are the problems with them, how they are doing it. Sometimes they were telling this crop is not suitable to our area. Sometimes they say, no, 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 we are not acquainted of these things. Then I say, since I have rooted and I have roamed the entire country, why don't you leave this present things and go to the some other profitable crop? They were telling, no, 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 this is not suiting to us. So we made them a route and we told them that we can do some horticulture, we can do some vegetables, we can preserve them, we can market them. And anyhow, our aim was to put our farmers to a elevated place. So according to that, what we did it, we made a company with some goals, and we made started with all uh, atta multigrain, and because of, during 22-23 there was a millet year, international millet year. So the government has promoted us to go for multi-grain or the millets. So we started with multi-millet atta, and with that we started a lot of things and go on. Still our things are going on. So our main objective is to promote the agri products, then some wellness product, then we introduce the soil testing lab because that is also equally equivalent because people were not knowing what to do, what not to do, and sometimes they were adding some chemicals which is not desired, which is not required, and they were not adding or they were not putting the things which were required to them. Then we have gone for services like training to organic production, training to sustainable agriculture, then guiding the farmers for growing the fruit and vegetable crops and all those things. So during this journey, we again found that whatever the crops we are growing, like fruits and vegetables, so most of the crops after harvest, because of poor rate, sometimes the chili goes up to 5 rupees a kg. Even the picking cost is 4 rupees. And transport is again 1 rupee, 1.5 rupees. And if they take it to mandi, again they have to pay some mandi tax and some commission to the commission agent. So rather selling there in the mandi, they are in minus. So in that condition, most of the times, sometimes chili, sometimes peas, sometimes tarbooj, whatever they think. So in peak period, they feel that instead of harvesting, let us keep like that. So they are losing the crops. So if we calculate the losses, this goes in tons, and there is a huge loss to the nation. So again, what we were doing in this, then we have started another series because nowadays our next generation requires ready foods and ready to cook foods, even ready to eat foods. So we gone for the different segments in ready to food, ready to eat, and ready to cook, and even ready to take foods. I have put some segment which gets ready in seconds, in 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Then all those things they have been taken from the dehydrated one because the technology which I have been using now is only dehydration. Earlier there was a frozen and all those things, but we found this one, and with this technology we could have all those products in our hands. Then earlier what happened because of the price and the transportation and the picking charges, the farmer gets around 40% crop loss and he could not get the profit, rather he was getting the minus in the transportation. So what happened? The total loss, if you calculate all over India, not only in our UP, MP or anything, all over India we are losing, sometimes coconut we are losing, sometimes some other crops we are losing. So even if you put together, this comes as per this report, it comes 1.5 lakhs crore. So that much material, fruits and vegetables we are losing till now. So what we thought of, let's have some idea which can make our farmers sustainable. And you can see here like tomato, potato, onion, green chili, they comes down up to 5 rupees kg in the season and they goes up to 50 rupees or 100 rupees in the peak season, in the half seasons. So this variation also can be reduced, plus his income can be increased. So with that idea, we thought that we should preserve all those things. In the prevailing system, what we is there that the India were highly told the foreign technology, the frozen foods. In the frozen fruits, actually the technology is very efficient, but it is so costly because multinationals and big companies, corporates only can handle it. And during its chain also, because the distributor, and the retailer, even consumer has to have this fridge and this control condition. So our material gets very high, and the farmer is not getting back anything again here in this system also. Because most of the things goes only with the middleman and the industry man. Again, among the frozen, the same thing here. Only MNCs and big corporates are manufacturing. Farmers is again is not getting back anything. And the system of the uh, technology is very high. Faster. Then the next method comes the juices. Some fruits can be converted into juices and can be preserved again. Again, this also involves very much cost, high packing cost, high packing material cost, and the most minus point is that whatever the juices are being preserved, they cannot be preserved without any chemical or preservative. And most of the times, whatever we claim, but they are not safe for the human. So this is also not good for us. And the third technology is drying under sun. This is also very old and convenient method. And our old ancestors, they were drying over the sun in the open, that one. Then again, some modified system, they have made a tunnel type covering the plastic sheet. And that is also a system, but again, it is not working well because we can dehydrate the material up to 80% here. And again, it is not uniform, time taking, shelf life is poor. So what happened? The next thing came is hot air drying. So generally, some people in Pune, some in Kerala, they prepared some machine which they are blowing with hot air. But the minus point of this system is we are blowing the air taking from the atmosphere, which most of the time is beyond 75% relative humidity. So, in fact, we can say that we are pumping the air with high humidity and hot air. So, suppose that air is having 75% water molecule. So, you can just imagine what amount of water it will take from your material. So, that again takes most of the time, and the system is not uniform, and some of the trade, some of the material will dry early, some of the material will dry later. Again, the cost is also high because it runs only on heating system, so heating coil with current is again costly. And again, self-life because it dehydrates only up to 9%, 90. So still 10% moisture is there, so self-life is still poor. So again, new technology came with this IR-based dehydrators. These are the most efficient and most convenient dehydrators, runs both on sun and electricity. And here the features are because the color, aroma, and textures of the fruits and vegetables are intact. You can see the machine is there in our ground. You can still see. And here we can control the temperature. It is in your hand. So whenever you feel that any green vegetables are there, you can fix the temperature by 50 degrees. If you go by another little hard item like carrot and cauliflower, it can go up to 60 degrees. So with this 60 degree Celsius, you can detect your aroma, your texture, and your color. That then the moisture goes down below 10%. When it goes below 10%, it is very easy to pack in moisture proof container and supply with more, even retain it for months together, even years together. Here one more thing is that in other system you need to have very good packing material, like suppose in liquid you have to have uh, bottles, canning. Here simply this material is only wrappers, aluminum packets, or even LD pouches. All those. So, and the final product which we are letting it out, it can be stored in normal room condition. We don't need any cold storage and all those things. So this is the most technique, most recent developed technique, and the patent of this machine only we hold till now. I don't know. Till date we have not seen the other people are making it. But it is very efficient, runs both on sun and electricity. So this is the, because I am not forcing the other thing, this is the recent technological things available with us, and even farmer, even the little, even at panchayat level it can be maintained. We don't need any big amount of investment at all. And still the special features again we can say it is cost effective, easy to use, and portability is on wheels. So that can be shifted from one field to another, one house to another house. Even if you have some material on backyard, you can push it to backyard, put it on plug. If it is on front of your house, you can again put it. If it is raining, you can put inside, and if it is sun, you can put outside. So the most efficient and easy also. The material thus dried is containing the same color. So the long life is good, and aroma is good, no chemical is added, and controlled temperature mechanism. You have a knob is on your hand. Suppose in night you don't want to put up, just maintain 35, 30, and it will maintain the same. So, and the hydrated material can be hydrated once again by putting in water. Sometimes some hard material it takes some 3 hours. But the lightest material like dry leaves, dhania, pudina, uh, that comes only in seconds. If you put the things, it will open it and it will float on the water. So that's all about it. If you have any specific question or any specific things to ask, you will. जी मैडम।
पैकेजिंग के लिए।
No, because this gets heated with air. The plates, air plates are there, and it is imported from France. This one, the plate inside it, which gets generated the heat. The plate is air based. Small, thin 0.5 mm thin plate, with by temperature, by current, it gets heated. And during sun, because of the polycarbonate sheets covered over it, it gets heated, whatever the temperature outside, it's added additional 10 to 15 degrees. Suppose outside is 30, it will get heated by 40 degrees. So that is the basic model. So इसमें एक्चुअली देयर आर टू मॉडल्स। एक्चुअली ये एक मॉडल है, इसके ऊपर का भी एक मॉडल है, वो सिर्फ बिजली से ही चलता है। इसमें 5 प्लेट्स है, उसमें 10 प्लेट है। एक प्लेट का एरिया 2 फीट बाय 10 फीट है, सो 10 स्क्वायर फीट का एरिया एक प्लेट का है। इसमें आपका 50 है, इससे बड़ी वाली में 100 स्क्वायर फीट है। लेकिन उसमें माइनस क्या है कि उसमें ये पॉलीकार्बोनेट शीट्स नहीं है, तो उसको आपको एक क्लोज कैबिनेट में रखना पड़ेगा, क्लोज टेम्परेचर मतलब क्लोज रूम में। दैट इज
आयर हमको लेके इसके लिए फूड जो ग्रेन्स वगैरह तो हम कर सकते हैं आयर
ओएस क्यों नहीं
आयर इंफ्रारेड
हां
हम कर सकते हैं फूड को
नो
क्वालिटी में उनकी सेंस
नहीं उसका कोई इफेक्ट नहीं है। प्रोवन है, पेटेंट है इंडियन। तो एक्चुअली क्या है, आईआर क्या है, उसमें प्लेट के अंदर में कुछ वायर सेल देके ठीक है, यानी वो टेम्परेचर से कंट्रोल है, आपके पास में मैनुअल कंट्रोल है, आप कितना चल सकते हैं, उससे कोई ऐसा रेडिएशन नहीं है, कोई ऐसा कोई बैड इफेक्ट नहीं है। वो तो प्रूवन है, ये तो हमको पेटेंट से मिलता है।
डिहाइड्रेट करने के बाद में शेल्फ लाइफ कितनी रहती है आपकी?
सर
डिहाइड्रेट करने के बाद में फूड की शेल्फ लाइफ कितनी इंक्रीज हो जाती है?
नहीं, वो तो अब आप समझ लीजिए बिकॉज़ जीरो वी कैन नॉट रिड्यूस अप टू जीरो, मतलब बिल्कुल जीरो तो नहीं कर सकते हम। अगर आप 9% से नीचे ला रहे हैं तो 8% के बाद में आप उसको ईयर्स टुगेदर रख सकते हैं। आप अगर मॉइस्चर प्रूफ कंटेनर में रखते हैं तो आप सील कर लीजिए, उसको आप पानी के तालाब में डाल दीजिए, इट विल गो ऑन फ्लोटिंग टिल 1 ईयर, उसके अंदर दूसरा मॉइस्चर जाएगा नहीं। और 8% पे अब आप एक अंदाजे मानिए, आपका घर का जो आटा है जिसको आप 1 महीने 2 महीने 3 महीने रख लेते, उसका मॉइस्चर होता है 12%। तो ये तो 8% पे है, उससे आप कैलकुलेट कर लो 6 महीने 8 महीने 1 साल लग सकता है। और सबसे बड़ी चीज क्या है कि जो भी मटेरियल हम सुखा रहे हैं उसको फिर हम पानी में डालेंगे तो फिर वो हाइड्रेट होकर सेम एरोमा और सेम साइज एंड सेम कलर में वापस आता है। वो सबसे बड़ी चीज। सपोज आप इसे गाजर घिस के गाजर ग्रेट करके आप सुखा लेते हैं, उस गाजर से आप 20 मिनट में सालों भर हलवा बना सकते हैं। आलू बॉईल करके हमने सुखाया हुआ है, उसमें मीठा शुगर कंटेंट डाल के आप 30 सेकंड में गर्म पानी डालिए, आपको वापस गाजर का हलवा बन जाएगा।
डिहाइड्रेट करने के बाद में वो फूड को स्टोरेज कोल्ड स्टोरेज में करना पड़ता है?
नो नॉट दैट। 9% के बाद में उसके जो भी माइक्रोबियल एक्शंस है वो जीरो हो जाते हैं, उसमें वो ठंडे गर्म का तो कीड़े का कोई प्रभाव नहीं पड़ेगा, तो उसकी लाइफ अपने आप बढ़ जाएगी। ये वजह
सर आपका फाइनेंशियल कैसा है कि आप इसको बोल रहे हैं कि आप फ्रांस से इंपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, कोई कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव हो रहा है?
थोड़ा कास्ट, लेकिन इसमें कई स्कीम्स हैं गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की, पीएमएफएमई में है, ये युवा उसमें है, तो उसमें भी ये कवर्ड है। इसमें 35% की सब्सिडी है और गवर्नमेंट 90% लोन दे रही है। अभी शायद कुछ प्लान है, कुछ कंपनियां पंचायत स्तर पे इसको लगाने वाली है। हर गांव का मटेरियल सूख जाए, फिर एक बड़ी बॉडी रहेगी जो वो बॉडी सबका प्रोड्यूस करके देगा। अभी आज की डेट में हल्दी की बड़ी रिक्वायरमेंट है, कच्ची हल्दी सुखा के पाउडर बनाना, और उस हल्दी को बाहर में टन्स में रिक्वायरमेंट है। बाहर देने का मतलब कंटेनर का मतलब 20 टन मटेरियल एक किसान है, एक आदमी अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकता। तो उसके लिए कई कंपनियां आ रही हैं सामने जो हर किसान से कनेक्ट करेंगी, उसको मिक्स करेंगी, अगर फिर भी कुछ मॉइस्चर वेरिएशन है तो फिर एक बार ड्राई करेंगी, उसका टेस्टिंग करेंगी और वो बल्क में प्रिपेयर करके एक्सपोर्ट करेंगे। हमारे पास भी एक्सपोर्ट लाइसेंस है, लेकिन अभी उस पोजीशन में नहीं है, तो इतना वायरल नहीं है कि भेज सके। हालांकि जैसे लखनऊ से डेली फ्लाइट है, पैसेंजर फ्लाइट में भी 6 टन मटेरियल जाता है, लेकिन वो अभी बहुत कॉस्टली है, मतलब जितना मटेरियल है उतने ट्रांसपोर्ट कर जाएगा। तो एनी अदर थिंग? ओके देन, थैंक्स।